Elsa, Woody, and more at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Playing January 20 to 23rd and February 3rd to 6th at Allstate Arena. Free parking with ticket purchase.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Oh, wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the rule in the building. And y'all, it is snowing. It is snowing outside. It's not, it's, it used to be, it's raining, it's pouring. Oh, no. It's straight snowing. I raised up the garage this morning. I did, Riis, I told you I had my gate incident the other day where I brought my car inside thinking I was going to be slick and warmed it up. Landlord's, the maintenance man said, I'm not messing with y'all. So you know what he did? He just left the gate open. So now it's like you might as well park your car on the street, though, because, you don't want to come out, raise up the garage door, and somebody standing right there looking at you like, hey, we ready to go to work? But anyway, I raised up the thing about snow is it's silent. So you could, if you don't look out the window, you could be all about your business. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What the hell? And let me just tell you, it's enough snow. It ain't the snow and go. It's you gotta wipe your car off. So it actually throws a few minutes on your game plan, right? Like I got my day down to a science, right? The coffee lady it almost be like they if I do it right, they'll have the coffee out the door, like with their hand out the door. Like here you go, I don't even gotta come in, nothing if I got it all the time right. Snow messed up my timing this morning. Got outside.
raised up to the garage door, looked out there like, dang. And you know I be tempted, Riis. Some days I'm tempted because there go Black Beauty sitting right there, perfect, in the garage, all ready for the summer for next year. Like, and they just be like, you know you don't have to go out there in that cold. You know I don't mind a little snow. You've been leaving me behind lately. I know you've got a winter car, but that winter car it's just not, it doesn't get you the same effect. Come on, take me out. And Riis, I'll be like, man. Then I'll be thinking like, man, I got that detail, the tires clean. No, you know, you drive your car once around in the snow like this, it's a wrap. You back to salt. Well, maybe not now, because I don't know if they got any salt in the street. I literally got off the expressway and took the street. Like, instead of taking the Dan Ryan all the way around, I got off at 18th and just took the street. And the streets was terrible until, I'm going to say this, until I got to the 3rd Ward. And as soon as I got to the 3rd Ward, then it was like, But I want to understand, I knew yesterday that it was going to snow. I forgot, but I did know. But Streets and Sand forgot? Or is it that I'm just too early? Is it that I'm leaving too early? I feel like if you was Streets and Sand right now, you had the streets clear because you like now people getting up and ready to work, Riis. They on the if you ain't had it clear now, everybody's I'm just telling y'all now, get ready to be backed up. Because I feel like if I leave out the house at 4:00, well 4:30, and I don't see no plows, and I'm driving through snow, it's gonna be a problem. Because they got to at least knock 2 layers down. Yo, it's going to be, I'm just telling y'all now, if you got to go to work, it is going to be a mess. Riis had to, look, I see you back there. Riis, I know it must have got you a little bit. Talk to me, man. First of all, how you doing this morning? DJ Riis, the ruler.
Man, blessed by the best you already know. Man, you know, and I remember, too, and I was just talking about it, but I didn't know it was going to snow like this. So, you know, I actually left out earlier. So I leave out and I go and I'm like, all right, okay, well this, all right. So I go, I look on the expressway, like you know how you finna merge on the expressway, you just having to look over, and I'm like, and not at 5:27, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like it usually take me about 15 minutes tops if like to get here. So I go, I said, oh my God, it's it was like no plows, it's just salt, like you didn't know. Like I'm like, where are the plows at?
Did y'all not know it was snowing? Do y'all not have Channel 7? What the hell?
Twice because it wasn't none the other day.
Riis, I feel like both of these people. I feel like somebody didn't tell JB Pritzker, yo, Joe, you got the expressways, dog. Like, hey, I know you want to blame the mayor, but you got the IDOT, IDOT, and no, let me not shade the IDOT people because you know they'll mess around and, you know, I'll be sliding off. But, Riis, it's crazy. I feel like, man, I feel like our expressways right now are like what you see south of Kankakee. Like, I used to drive, when you used to drive to U of I,
the sand, when they put the sand.
When they put the sand down and it's like, you like, really, dog?
You remember the first time you saw that, right?
Yes.
Hey, because I remember the first time I saw it at Eastern, I was like, what are y'all doing?
Just think about the gravity of, I'm just telling y'all, it's bad out there. And I don't know what the people are thinking. Like, I don't know if it's rookie. Like, I know that the old Streets and Sand chief left and they got a new one for Chicago. But, I mean, we have been on a constant okay. This is for my girl Erica she said, now when we had Daley, at least we never had snow problems. That's because Daley got elected over snow problems. Well, not actually. It was actually Jane Byrne got elected over snow problems, but they was like, we ain't never letting that happen again. I think the Chicago history is gone from the more we keep having foreigners run our city, they just don't get the basics, Riis. I remember the blizzard of 1979. And after the blizzard of 1979, man, it was like 4 feet of snow, bro. Like, it was like snow. I never wanted to go back to school so bad because my dad used to make me do my timetables 12 times each every day. I was like, please, God, could we get school back? You know, everybody else was loving snow days. They was outside building forts. I was like on the 3rd floor of 514 East 62nd Street, looking out the window doing 1 times 1 equals 1. I know my ones.
Did you have to do it in front of him, or did you have to like write
That
it
too.
and turn it in?
That too. But dog, he would be on some old like start from ones and go to 12 times 12, and like he'll be expecting you to do it right there. Like 1 times 1 equal 1, 1 times 2 equal 2, 1 times 3. Man, then but when he left, your assignment for the day was I want 1 through 12 written. 1 times 1 equal 1. 1 times 2 equal 2. 1 times 3 equal 3. Man.
See, that's when you supposed to when you was free, not doing nothing, you was supposed to make a couple copy of them. So when you did,
Where was I gonna make a copy at?
Like you just wrote it like on like.
Where am I gonna make a copy, Reese? This is 19. Reese. So you saying like what? Copy, make one, do it.
No, not like make a physical copy like you like.
Just
like
do it 3 times.
Just like that's what I used to do. Like in school, I knew I would do something like we used to have to like write lines like I DeJuan Coleman will not talk in.
Man, do you remember writing assignments?
So I would. Like at home watching the TV show, I would write I DeJuan Coleman will not I DeJuan until so when I like if I did something, I should be like 50 lines and I just have to write talk.
We'll talk. Chew gum, right?
I had the recipe, so you were supposed to make your 1 through 12 and have you about like a good 20 of them. So when you be like, oh man, I don't want to do it, so make it seem like it.
Our writing assignments was like 200.
Boom.
Like when you got in trouble at school, it was like 200 times, 300 times. Like we used to do writing assignments collectively. Like everybody be like, give me a page, right? And you be like, all right, you go. And remember when you do I, you just draw a line down, be I, then you just I. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I had the famous double pen. I was making people.
I tried to do the double.
I was making people double pens. They was like, how you do? I'm telling you, I was the master of lines until like 5th grade. Our teacher, she caught me doing it, so what she started doing is making us write pages out the encyclopedia.
Oh, that's one. Right. Like you write all the wheels straight down. Then you write all the nut, right? Golly. Kids don't got no, they'll be done try to do it on their phone, man. Remember when you couldn't have a calculator? Now they playing you I think people are cyborgs, really. Like, because I truly believe that a phone is an extension of my child's hand. Like, they do not, they don't, like, I'd be like, get that number for me. They'll go take a picture. I'd be like, write it down. My son, the other day, I said, go get the license plate off that car. He out the car taking pictures like I sent it to you. Dude, if you don't write me down 6532116, but they quicker with their phone than they are with a pen.
That's a fact. My daughter be texting me at 2:32 in class because she's like, I got 8 minutes left, man. Make sure you're here on time. And can you drop my friend off too? I'd be like, how you doing? And like, I remember in my class, you could hide your phone, couldn't do none of that. But you know what happened is the teachers now is the teachers that wanted to hide their phones out and everything. So, you know, it's like, yeah, it's okay.
Man, you don't remember you get caught with your stuff and the teacher take it for the whole school year.
Come and get it or something like that.
And then or it be there till the end of the year because you ain't want to tell your mama you got. These kids need some of that these days, man. Y'all need some. Y'all need to. I wish they would just take the phones and be like, "You write it down."
That's not what you do today. All right. Once a kid is, you want to ask a kid, "What's wrong? Is there anything that I can do as a teacher to make sure that?"
Man, if you don't go sit your ass in that corner right now.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Do you remember put your nose in that corner?
I need a mental health day for that.
Man, mental health, yo. Hey, we going to the coat room.
How would you the coat room? And what are you gonna do there? What are you
man.
Gonna do there?
You gonna get a whooping.
You're gonna
a paddle. Man, y'all remember? Man, I remember I used to have teachers that would be making the paddle at the beginning of the school year.
Yes.
Remember batting balls? I had a teacher, Miss Dunn, in 2nd grade at St. Anselm's. She made her bat. She was taking the balls off. Like people was like, "I get the ball." She threw them in the garbage can. Right? You know them because them used to be the super balls that'll bounce all the way to the side. You remember Super Balls?
Yeah.
Like you bounce a Super Ball, that boy go like 300 miles up in the air. And I just remember her taking masking tape, and she had 4 batting ball paddles. Yeah. Masking tape. You get in trouble? Give me your hand.
Yeah, that's the old day.
Bow!
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a cap. I ain't know that. I didn't know that he was a Kappa, but my 8th grade teacher, one of my teachers, he had a paddle. But like we didn't know. So anytime you do something, he would put you in the cut, and we didn't.
Riis, that's how I never had to whoop my kid again.
Oh, yeah, same.
I gave the one time I had to whoop, like he was like, man, he on the path, right? He in class, he kicking it, he doing his thing. You know, you look up and your dad is in the window. I'm in the corner. You know how you freeze? You know how you freeze?
The hard drop.
But he got tough. He was like, I'm still at it. Oh. Come on, we leaving out I came in the class. Come on. All right, so you bad now? Man, I gave him 3 swats with the paddle. I ain't gonna tell you, Riis, it was tough for me to do. It was hard. It really was. And when he looked at me after the first one, and he was like, wait, we don't got to go through this no more, right? I was like, nah, you still got 2 more to go. He was like, for it. The second one, he was like, man, you are tripping. The third one, he just was like, he ain't say nothing. I said, you want to talk? Nope. He just wanted to close his door.
Yep, that's all.
He stayed in his room, came back. I don't think I never had a bad problem. I don't think I never had a smart mouth problem, nothing out of him since then.
My son definitely was afraid of that water. He got that water a couple of times. He like, you know what? I'm all right.
I remember we had a gym teacher, Mr. Mitchum. Actually, he became the superintendent of schools. He played for DePaul. He might have been like 6'7". If you could either get a detention for not having your gym suit, not wearing your gym uniform, or he'll give you a SWAT. And he had an oar, like a canoe oar, like a wood canoe oar. Boy, you know, and he used to wear the black people, because the white kids was like, I'll take a detention, thank you. Black people was like, man, you ain't calling my mama. I'm about to take this SWAT. And he knew it too. Boy, and he was like a oar is double the width of a paddle. Mm-hmm. So where a paddle, you get in one cheek. You could get 2 cheeks, but I'm like, what you want, left or right? Yeah. You left or right? What, you want the left, you want the right? I got you. How you want? You want long stroke, you want short stroke? Man, this dude had a paddle, and that oar, because of how it does with the water, it cuts because it's thin. So it would cut through the air, and it'll be like, fat! And it'll be both cheeks, from top to bottom. You was just getting it all. It wasn't no like, you know how you can get a limp when man, Charlie.
You had to sit down for a little.
Look, right. You be like, man, I'm not forgetting my gym uniform. No more. Yeah. No more. Mugs used to be in there with musty gym uniforms. That I'd be like, man, you didn't. Man, I ain't getting man, don't sit next to me then. You know, you be, All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. It is Maze and Riis in the building on a snowy. Hey, can I just tell you, too? If back in the day, I was walking that.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't think my parents ever gave me a ride to school. Like, I think I had to be at go to a doctor's appointment. And be coming from a doctor's appointment was the only time I got a ride to school from my parents. So it could be snow up to your ankles. Up to your knees.
Let me tell you, I learned my neighborhood walking backwards. If it was snowing so bad,
right.
You had to walk backwards.
And you be walking backwards because
these kids, man, I need an Uber.
Right.
Send me an Uber.
Peter, the things that Peter commercials be talking about, what you can't do to your dog. Parents used to do that to the kids all the time. Peter be like, do not keep your dog outside. Your parents be like, hey, man. I remember my old man look out the window and be like, ooh, it's looking a little cold. You better get a little early start. 15 minutes you ain't gonna make it in 45 minutes, dog. And don't be trying to be because you didn't want to wear them. Did you have them boots? My mom used to always give me the black boots where you had to put your shoes on inside the boot, right? And it used to be like you had to slide your foot in with your shoe on in the boot, and then they had them buckle where the thing went through and flipped over, and you had, man, I used to hate them because you could never get your shoe in, man. Then when you moved to Bolingbrook, the white kids, they was cool, right? So they didn't wear boots and stuff like that. They just tromped through the snow. So, you know, you walking through the snow cold all for the rest of the day, feet wet.
Hey, that's what I use. First time I went to college, I was with some jogging pants and some house shoes walking through.
See, Reese, you took it, though. You went to the extra. See, nah, Reese. Nah. I will tell you, though, when what's Minister Society came out, we did do the house shoe thing because everybody thought they was Old Dog and Champagne. Like, everybody be on the port. Man, that might have been one of the worst influential. That movie got a lot of people messed up. I ain't going to even lie, Joe. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. I don't know where I just went. Snow brings back so many memories. But I'm here, my man DJ Riis the Ruler. We no Ruthie more today, so let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. We are up, and away. Hey, Reese. What is this thing with y'all young people in this money challenge? What exactly is this thing? Like, I see people like taking pictures with money and they making spelling words. What's it about? What's going on?
I don't know, man.
Is it to prove how much money you got? Because I feel like it don't count if you just doing like one.
I mean, it's the 28th, so you probably showing your rent money because you got to turn that in by the 1st. So that's what. So I mean, I don't know. I never really get that, man. You know, one person did it, and you know, like somebody like, hey, man, you know, I can do it and stuff like that. So, and you know, and it was a crate challenge. It was which Toy still owed us.
Toy, what you doing? You tripping, man? We should do it in the snow.
No.
We can make a snow.
A snow. And I don't know, man. It's a new challenge every time. I don't be knowing, man. I wish we focus on more important things than a challenge every.
Wait, hold on, you tripping, Reese?
Man.
I think those challenges are good for the human spirit, right? Like, I feel like you don't think that the challenges are productive?
I think it's all right to look at, but I do think that sometimes it'd be like more important. Like, black people will focus on a lot of challenges instead of them posting what's like really going on in the world for us, you know. So it's cool, you know what I'm saying, but like, I believe that like more people would know the money challenge before they know like a law or like what's going on in like government or something like that, you know. And that's kind of crazy to me.
Man, I think the money challenge is dope.
I think Maze gonna do it for his birthday. He gonna spell out "Happy Birthday, Maze" with some money. Y'all be ready.
Yeah. You tripping, Reese? Hold on, cause I want to. You
gotta use all hundreds too, Maze. You got it?
Nah, I don't even got it like that. I wish I did have it like that.
Cause they only use 100. You see that, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's only $100 bills. So they spelling words out with all hundreds. So yeah, so I'm just letting you know, like you can't use ones. Like, you have to use hundreds.
So did you see yesterday? Your mayor did the money challenge.
No, he didn't.
Look at your screen. When you get a chance, I want you to see Mayor Lori Lightfoot did the money challenge and told you to get vaxxed. I got a question. I feel a certain way about this. I don't know how to explain it, Reese, but I do feel like the mayor. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's the Mace Jackson Show. I know y'all like, what the hell is going on? But I'm gonna put that up there for y'all because I think it's pretty funny.
Did you?
Hold on.
The man be trying to be so cool, so hip, you know.
Does it work? I mean, I don't Reese know that I feel that that's I feel a certain way. And I know y'all gonna call me petty, but is that really what as our girl Miko Monroe said, is that what you got time to do? That's what you got time to, like, with people out here dying, with the streets ain't even plowed, and you money challenging? I'm just, why? See, y'all think this is funny. And I think this is like a travesty. Could you imagine? Okay, I know. Y'all gonna say, I can't say Mayor Daley. Could you imagine Mayor Daley doing the money challenge? You think Harold Washington, let me take it back for y'all, because I know y'all how y'all be. Would Harold Washington do the money challenge if he was alive today? Like, wait till Joe come out with the money challenge. I guess the mayor did the money challenge and said get vaxxed. I didn't believe this was real. Like, you know what I thought? I thought somebody actually, you know how y'all be doing that stuff, Riis. You know how y'all be like, remember how y'all put at the gate and all that stuff, and y'all put on, at one point the mayor was like everywhere. Like, remember people had to cut out cardboards of the mayor, and they was at the front of the stores, and she did the money challenge, give back. Was that on government property? Was that her crib? Who house she do it at? And I guess my question is, do you think that's is that relevant? Is that a sense of humor? Somebody said, give me Riis, the money challenge. As many black people as challenged with money in Chicago right now, and she out here stunting like stunting like my daddy, stunting like my daddy, stunting. That ain't Photoshop, James. That is on the mayor's. If you go to the mayor's Facebook page, she is proudly money challenging. Look, we're going to talk about that plus some other good stuff when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis, did we get the soul playing up? Look, we did? All right, well then we'll talk about some more when we come back. It is the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Join Mickey, Elsa, Woody, and more at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Playing January 20 to 23rd and February 3rd to 6th at Allstate Arena. Free parking with ticket purchase.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around. Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family, and happy Friday. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. The roads are pretty bad out there, so y'all please get a jump start on your day. As early in the morning, we're at the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 46 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 49. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange is 57 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield is an hour and 2 minutes. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 53 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be an hour and 3 minutes. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be an hour and 5 minutes. Outbound will be 56 minutes. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 38 minutes, 30 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 20 minutes to the Loop, 14 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive, South 55th to Jackson and back will be 7 minutes and 9 minutes north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 25 with a winter storm warning. Today will be a high of 28 with a low of 5. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Friday. Back to the Maze Jackson Show.
Back to glory. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. From glory to Gethsemane to God.
Golgotha to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha, oh, Golgotha to the grave, from the grave. Dear Lord, it's me again. I'm calling on you. You did it before. I believe that you can do it again. Somebody calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing we need, somebody else needs you for another.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the ruler. But I want to say good morning to the saints. Thank you to the brothers and sisters, the mothers and the fathers, those praying mothers and grandmothers that be at the altar praying for all of our sick and shut in. This is the Maze Jackson Show. You can catch us every day on WBGX 1570 AM. It's funny, Riis, and I want to thank all of the saints who join us every Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8 on WBGX. Also want to thank all the sinners who join us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch every day. Riis, it's funny because I've been going out to these places, and it's still people who don't realize that we still doing it. It's so crazy. Yesterday I was at a group of pastors, and they was like, man, we sure miss you. We miss you, Brother Jackson. I was like, you talking about me? Yes, brother, we miss you since they took you. You know I'm on the radio every day. What? So yeah, we still gotta get the word out. So we're gonna have to keep on making sure. Sometimes we get in our little bubble and we think everybody know, and they don't. Happy birthday to my man John B. Austin, who was born in the best month of the year. You only missed it by 2 days, John. You really only missed it by 2 days. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm so grateful for your love and support and all the time that we look up. So y'all make sure y'all send a big shout out to John Austin, who represents us in person every time he can, as well as he represents our radio family. But he's with us all the time, John is the life of the party. When he come around, and I don't know how John outworked the young folks. And John is one of our elders, and he be outworking the young folks. So John has been an example and a blessing. So I just want to tell him happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody on who is tuned in, everybody who got a birthday this month. Y'all know my birthday is Sunday. I'm not going to be here on Monday because I'm protesting. I'm upset. COVID has ruined. Happy birthday, Angela Kilpatrick. I synced all them balloons and stuff at your job. Had us telling you happy birthday on the wrong day. Hey, man, and shout out to Ken Bedford, who gave me a happy birthday before my birthday so he could get more likes on his page for my birthday than me. I did that to Tennille. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, my goodness, man. Riis, there's something about that song. I really do like that song. God's gonna turn it around. It's funny that it's Terrence too. Not funny, but it's like when you see a young people who got the old soul music, right? I got to get past. You know what? I got to get a gospel brunch with Church Chicago going, and then I need them to sing through. You know, like how the House of Blues got a gospel brunch, cause Pastor Keys and them got something. They be sneaking around here with they got that old folks, the quartet gospel music that I like. I'm gonna have me a gospel brunch with them one of these times. Shout out to Terrence Keys, Terrence Daniels, and Angie Mims, who might be the nicest person until we find out she cussed people out. she probably said, like, let me tell you. Oh, let me stop. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Did I tell y'all my birthday is? So I'm going to. So this is what I would love to have happen for my birthday. I would like the pledge from the What's in It for the Black People audience that I don't have to keep paying to do the show. How about that? Like, what I'd like to do is put the number that I have to make up every quarter, and I'd like my birthday present to be that I could do this show, and it could be listener and viewer supported. Is that like an unreasonable request? I mean, there's a cost associated with doing it, right? The radio, and and I'm feeling like maybe that's what I want for my birthday. Last year I put up a fundraiser for Wiftable Media to raise $10,000, and I just got to tell y'all, we raised it. And that is just about the cost of what it takes to do 10 weeks. Right? That's just right around the cost of 10 weeks. So it really is about $40,000 to $45,000 a year that we need to raise just to make sure that we can cover the cost of not lights and rent and anything like that, but just really the cost of the radio, the cost of staff, the cost of equipment, etc. So I think that's really what I'm going to ask for this year. I know I'm scared to ask y'all for $40,000, but I need it. So that I don't need it all today. But I believe we could raise the $40,000, and this could be a user supported. Because I'm telling you, people use the information. I watch the information being used and disseminated, and I just want to do it right. That's all. All right, y'all. So it's the Maze Jackson Show. My birthday is on Sunday. And you know I got a problem. I got an attitude. Dang, I could raise. Don't be tripping. So tell the people to buy some ads. I don't care how you do it. All right, that's okay. Y'all be one day y'all gonna miss me. Y'all gonna be like, dang. Anyway, my birthday is on whatchamajigga, man. I think it's wonderful that they support that we support our interests. But I'll talk about that later. I need to send a bit. I guess should I save this to later? I'm gonna save it till later. All right. Yesterday, I'll save it for tell me something good. All right. A little later on today, Riis, we're gonna talk about. So y'all, I want y'all to get y'all, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, at 8:00. I want to have some fun today. Riis, remember yesterday we was coming up with what you got to do to get back in? So at 8:00, I want to talk to all the men, and I want to know, fellas, what do Joe Biden got to do to get back in with black women? Right? Like if imagine you in trouble with your lady. What does Joe Biden have to, because I don't think Supreme Court nominee is going to be the best. So at 8:00, I want y'all to get ready to call in on the phone lines, because we're going to talk about what Joe Biden needs to do to get back in with black people. I know that white judge is mad than a mug that he is getting kicked out his job early so that they could put a black woman in there. But I cannot wait to get to that. Bears hire Matt Eberflus. Riis, what's up with the Matt and Ryan part 2? So what you thinking? What you thinking?
I mean, not who I wanted, but hey, man, I guess we got to give him a chance. I don't know. It's sad, man. I did want the little car wheel, but it's all right. That was too much black on black on black.
Right, we need a white boy to cast some of the blame.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, you got to get a white guy in there to blame somebody.
Yeah, you would have put all that black in there. They would have had a year and a half, and then they would have let them all
do all of it. We're gonna rebuild again.
Like they knew we was gonna be good the next year or something. So yeah, man. But man, let's see, man. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Aaron Rodgers leaving, I think. So and let's see who can be on top now.
Man, I'm mad that we gotta wait for him to leave to be on top, though. Anyway, Patrick Daley Thompson trial next week. That is going to be one to watch. There is another witness that is now turned state's state certain feds evidence. So it'll be interesting to watch that one. Jason Van Dyke is out February 3rd. That's next week. Hey, y'all, I got a question. Who do we listen to? I feel like, okay. So, Tiger, I need to talk to Will Calloway. Because, to me, the trusted authority on Laquan McDonald is Will Calloway. I'm concerned that next week we're going to see a resurgence of the uncle. And I am seeing members of the family coming out as well. So I want to know, who should we be listening to? Whose story? Does that make sense? Because I feel like there's going to be... we need Will Calloway to come tell us what's going on. How about that? Like, I've seen a lot of people getting actively involved and prepared for it. I saw in the paper our guy Cam Buckner teamed up with Robin Kelly with one of Laquan's family members. I think we saw the mom as well. So my concern is that there's going to be a narrative. There's going to be multiple narratives. And I always feel like the media is going to take the narrative of you know what I mean? Like, so you're going to have the uncle, maybe. I'm not implying. I just want to know where we're supposed to be. I'm not running that. I'm not in that. I'm not going to say I'm not in it, but I'm going to take my direction from Brother Will Calloway as to whose voice should be amplified in this space. And then did you see the Michigan school shooters are pleading insanity? Like, he planned to go to school. Parents wouldn't pick him up. They said, come get your boy because he tripping. They said, nah. And then he shot up the school. They're pleading insanity. So that is our headlines for the day. Don't forget, it is snowing outside. The plows are not there. I don't know what the city or the state are doing, but y'all be careful out there. Matter of fact, give us a call, 872-259-7474. Mr. Johnson, I know you be with the city. Mr. Matthews. Oh, can I also say, y'all send prayers and thoughts up to our brother who is with us every morning, Brother James Matthews, as he lays his father to rest this weekend. The details of the memorial, I'll be checking them out sometime today. But y'all make sure y'all send some love out to our brother James Matthews. He is a loyal member of What's in it for the Black People and the Den. He will be laying his father to rest this weekend. All right, Riis. Give me the big voice, because I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, just hit it.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Is today's crime based on service cuts from the Rauner era? I'm going to ask this question because I believe that crime is going to dominate this election cycle for the next couple years, right? It's going to dominate the governor's race. You can already see it. They are making a crime in Chicago the issue for Republicans and for Democrats. You saw Arne Duncan come out this week and talk about crime being the major issue. And we're going to talk about Arne Duncan a little bit next after this. But as the crime becomes more and more prevalent and more ingrained into, and the awareness of it is raised, we're going to get to the point where they start to talk about root causes, right? They're going to start talking about root causes of violence, and I have seen this already happening in city and state government. And Riis, with Democratic control of state government from top to bottom and crime out of control, the Democrats kind of own the crime issue. Does that make sense? Like, the fact that they like, we want bail reform, we don't want no bond, all of all of the stuff that they proposed as part of criminal justice reform has led to more people on the streets, repeat offenders. That's what we hear from Lori Lightfoot. Repeat offenders, the home electronic monitoring. We saw yesterday Judge Tim Evans was defending why they were releasing juveniles that were repeat violent offenders to the street, because he was like, our job is to rehabilitate them. But the fact of the matter is, the issue of crime in Chicago is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Democratic Party. Can we agree or disagree with that?
I can agree.
The people, and you can argue with me about the resources, etc., but it is wholly owned, and I don't know that they have a solution. And so all of a sudden I started to see these studies happen, and I don't know if you saw the article that came out January 13th, in which the summation of the crime issue in Chicago is because of the funding cuts of Bruce Rauner in 2015. I gotta ask you, does that work as an answer? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Is today's crime based on service cuts during the Rauner era? Now, I gotta argue that our communities are always under-resourced, and I tell you that we are overly dependent on social services, because if they cut social services, it not only cuts our jobs, but it also cuts the people that it is helping, because they are the overwhelming employers in our community. But now here we are, 4 years after almost Bruce Rauner is out of office, crime is spiking. And I want to know, is that enough? Does the blaming Rauner and the service cuts of 2015, and I'm not going to say that they didn't hurt people. I also want to say that they starved us out during that time, if you pay attention to what I said. But first of all, do Democrats own the crime issue? Do they have a solution? And is it realistic for us to believe that the crime that we're experiencing today is really a result of Bruce Rauner? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. I've noticed that almost everything that we talk about in this election cycle right now from the Democratic side is a relation back to the Rauner era. But is that the cause of today's violence? I gotta know, because I feel like we've doubled down on the money that we've put there. But give us a call, 872-259-7474. And is that an easy out? Will we allow Democrats to get that answer? Is that the answer to crime? And then how do we get out? Riis, do you think that social service cuts in 2015 did it create another generation of young people that were under-resourced that decided that they were going to take the savage life? How far does this go back?
I don't say probably. I just think now especially with like COVID, it definitely amped up. It's like even worse than before. So I know like definitely COVID played a.
What do you think COVID did to it? Like what?
Took away jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like if you black and you ain't want to get vaccinated, I'm not black, but like if you want to get like vaccinated and and you lost your job or something like that, that can be another way. But 2015, it probably started like way before that. But I actually think music, like rap music, influenced it a little bit too. So when you got people, like talking about like rapping and like scheming, robbing people, these people actually take that to heart and start really doing it. Because I actually saw the stuff, like you said, since about 2015, it has to like definitely been escalating since about 2015.
Now, do you think that is due to service cuts? Do you think that was due to budgetary issues? See, I feel like around 2015, that's like all of that Chief Keef kickoff of, right, and that led to like a whole, and that like. I would say that this spike in violence is not necessarily related to government. I don't know, though. But I don't know that can Democrats blame Bruce Rauner for that? I feel like our pain and suffering is a commodity, right? So for the Democrats, they want to point to Bruce Rauner and say, see, if we would have kept them dependent and kept giving them their supply, like black folks, if Bruce Rauner wouldn't have came, we would have kept giving y'all stuff. We'd have gave y'all free cheese. And y'all wouldn't have been acting up. And on the flip side, the Republicans are saying, look at what you've done, because they willing to cut the resources. Go to the live line. Caller, is today's crime based on service cuts during the Bruce Rauner era? Give me a call, 872-259-7474. Caller, what say you?
Good morning, my son.
Sister Zakia, what's going on? I ain't heard. Well, I see you, but I ain't heard from you in a minute.
But I've been on the battlefield. Now, since I'm a part of the movement that you were discussing earlier, I thought I would just call in and briefly give you a little update.
Okay.
That is Laquan McDonald's aunt and grandmother was at the press conference over at Rainbow Push on Monday. They are standing with this movement that is led by Will Calloway. They are standing with us. And we're on what is right. And what is right represents what God likes. So we're on God's side. I don't think people are confused about what the uncles say. They already know what the deal is on him. I don't think they're confused about nothing else but what is right. And what is right is what we are doing with Will Calloway at the lead. So I will call him and see if he can call in this morning. He's bogged down with a lot of stuff. But I'm telling you, these young people got the ball and they are rolling it. You hear me? There's going to be at 5 o'clock this evening, there's going to be a motorcade. And, of course, on the 3rd, there's going to be a rally, a big rally, again at 5 o'clock at the Federal Plaza, the day that Van Dyke, the monster, is coming home. A big rally, 5 o'clock. But let me tell you this, because when the aunt and the grandmother spoke at Rainbow Push, she told us something that we didn't know and that the media didn't show us. The grandmother said after Jason Van Dyke had shot her grandson 17 times, he got in his car and ran over his body, and then, because she said the tire marks was on his T-shirt.
Yeah.
And then he got out of the car and came back and started beating him on the ground, beating his dead body. He's a monster, and we're asking that he be retried and go back to prison for violating the civil rights of Laquan McDonald, and hopefully a hate crime. If that police woman will come forward and tell us what he said, because she heard it, and they suppressing her comment. So is there anything else you want to ask me, my son?
I think you done filled in the answers for me. I think we know where we going to be at. Don't forget the rally today at 5 o'clock. Where's that going to be at, Sister Zakia?
Everybody is meeting you know what? At six in Wabash, that's going to be the motorcade. That's where the people are meeting up there, and I gotta make sure I got the right information. But I'm gonna call Will and have Will to come on here. But I'm certain it's at 6 in Wabash. That's where we all meeting up at for the motorcade. But the rally on the 3rd, the day that the monster is coming home, that's going to be at the Dirksen Center at 5 o'clock at the Dirksen Center. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Zakia.
Let me see if there's anything else. No, that's 8th in Michigan. 8th in Michigan. Will said we're going to try to have 50 cars. We want to have 50 cars out there leaving 8th in Michigan at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. today. Okay?
Okay.
CTA, Local 241 and 308, some of them have given us their word that they're going to take sick days and what have you. It's never all, it's never all. But there's always some that's going to join in with you. I mean, we're making a strong, strong statement.
Thank you, Sister Zakia. I appreciate you. That is important. Y'all make sure today, 8 South Michigan, at 5 p.m. today if you want to be a part of the motorcade. And then don't forget next week on February 3rd, the rally at the Dirksen Federal Building. We got more callers, Riis. Let's go to the live line. Is today's crime based on service cuts during the Rauner era? Give us a call. What you got? Caller?
Good morning, Riis. Good morning, Mayor Jackson. Good morning, Riis.
Good morning. Who there?
How you doing? This is Phil Marshall, man.
Oh, Phil, what's up, dog? Oh, Phil, don't get yourself in trouble.
On,
and how many signatures you got for me? I'll talk to you about that later. Go ahead. What's up, my brother?
I'm working on it now. Hey, man, I was giving you a call because it's a great topic. And I have to say yes, due to the Rauner and due prior a little bit during Pat Quinn, when they actually closed the mental hospitals, is when the spike and the crime went ridiculously up. And when they started closing the hospitals down, that was Ron that did that. I'm not for sure. But when they closed the hospitals, crime went up. The sheriff's office didn't do too much. CPD didn't do too much because we had the other guy out on hand at the time. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to take another brother down. But they didn't do nothing. And at the same time, all these crimes happened. We got starved out because there was for 4 years, there was no budget, so nothing was moving nowhere. So in our communities, what do you expect? If there's nothing coming in, all the social services have been cut. The after-school programs that got cut. They had started making their move in Bronzeville. A lot of the developers start coming into the Bronzeville area and different ethnicities, start moving into the African-American community, start pushing them out, start getting evictions happening. And at the same time, as African Americans, we had no resources. We were starved out. So this is what we call somewhat of a result of that. And it's not going to end with JB coming in and giving out these little grants. So I have to say, yes, during the time of the Roundup being starved out and during the time that the mental institutions was closed, they have not been reopened up again. And a lot of the seniors' homes was closed as well. A lot of that happened on that watch is an effect from now. It's what's happening. It's a result of it. It's what's happening right now. That's my comment. Thank you.
All right. That's my man, Phil Marshall. Y'all check him out. Phil, we want to see you on Saturday too, man. You need to join the mob, bro. Political, don't forget, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 5401 South Wentworth. You've been talking about being political. Well, now here's your chance. We're going to have you. We are building a black political army, the Black First petition gathering event tomorrow. Hey, we got anybody else on that line? All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to talk about Arne Duncan entering the mayor's race. Sometimes I wonder if, Jay-Z got that song, Can't Be Life. It's like I feel like this can't be life. And I'm going to talk about it because I think I'm gonna have to go watch Destroy. What was the Brutes? Destroy the Brutes. I'm gonna have to go watch that again because I need a refresher, just to remember how insidious things can be. And I'm gonna ask you, am I crazy? Because I want to talk about this Arne Duncan thing. No shade to Arne Duncan, but I just want to talk about like all the circumstances. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Join Mickey, Elsa, Woody, and more at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Playing January 20 to 23rd and February 3rd to 6th at Allstate Arena. Free parking with ticket purchase.
Stars were born to fly. I've been searching, crawling, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way. Now I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths far from you, in my space, in a stellar mood. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Did it all in spite of the hate. Every time they said that I can't. Nebula, they run through my veins. Every molecule in the trance. Senses feeling some kind of strange. Damn, I think my name's Spider-Man. Jump out the window and swing for the dreams that just might be. Never gonna let go. No, to the man in the mirror look like me. Drifting through the cosmos, oh, far away from your lies. I realign all my goals. That's a constellation of mine, yeah. I've been searching, crawling, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way. Now I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson. The most vociferous